Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing my digital painting process for this painting, which we will refer to as the Old Temple in Water Garden. So first off, you want to start by finding your references. So these are 4 of my Pinterest references where I took inspiration for the composition, location and color. I always start off by painting the main shapes, the big shapes. So these are the shapes and colors that will make up the overall composition or the overall artwork. So I took inspiration from the reference on the left, the biggest, but I changed it up. After building up the scene and you're satisfied with it for now, then I will usually start off by doing the shadows and then the highlights. So this is where I explore my texture brushes and even some basic brushes. So I fill in the background with the jungle, the leaves, and then I started to focus on the foreground because that took up quite a large amount of space on the canvas. Slowly adding more texture and depth on the little details like the stepping stones. Then after that I worked on the background, which is the plants. The plants, I had quite some trouble because I was out of practice. So this was quite a trial and error process for me. So firstly, for plants, I like to start out with the very basic and solid brush. Then after that, soften it up and add more textures. This is where I also start adding more details to the scene. So I add more stepping stones to give the scene a little bit more storytelling. Yeah, so right here I focus more on the foreground because since I had quite some trouble with the background, I decided to shift my focus to the foreground so as I don't let myself be too engulfed by all the little details that might not even be seen in the end. After working on the foreground and then the background, I had a little bit more confidence because I was happy with the foreground. So doing the background was a little bit more easier. Then I started finalizing with adding like very rough texture on the temple. Then after adding some floating lily pads. Finally, some changes to the values so that there's more contrast. And there you have it, this is the final. This was just a rough practice and quick study to get my creative flow going. That's all. Thanks for watching guys, subscribe for more!